Welcome to my channel. My name is Beverly Jane. I hope you are doing wonderful today. Today we are going to indulge in some TikTok videos on spirituality, emotional well-being, relationship intelligence, and so much more. Let's get on with the show.
As you grow spiritually, you will realize that your attempts to protect yourself from your problems actually create more problems. If you attempt to arrange people, places, and things so they don't disturb you, it will begin to feel like life is against you. That's why you have all these dialogues going on in your mind. You're either trying to figure out how to keep things from happening, or you're trying to figure out what to do because they did happen. The alternative is to decide not to fight with life. You realize and accept that life is not under your control. Life is continuously changing. And if you're trying to control it, you'll never be able to fully live it.
The most magnetic people that I've ever met. People, when you look in their eyes, you see their soul and their aura just radiates like nothing else, are people who live in a state of gratitude and a love for life. They use joy as their spiritual armor. They look for ways to believe that life is beautiful. Despite the challenges, despite the heartbreaks, despite the pain, the rejections, they still look for ways to be grateful for the fact that they are alive. And these people are the most magnetic people. They are the most blessed people. They are the most abundant people because they're not living in victim mentality. They're living in abundance. So if you want to draw in more positive experiences into your life, if you want to radiate like you've never radiated before, you have to find that love for life from within yourself. You have to look for your passions. You have to look for your purpose. What lights you up every single day? Why are you waking up in the morning? Because a person who wakes up in the morning with purpose and goes to sleep knowing that they are fulfilling their soul mission on this earth is a very radiant and magnetic person.
Some of the biggest attacks in your life don't come from demons. They come from people you trusted. Today, I want to share with you 3 spirits that hide behind friendships. Hello, everyone. My name is Ruth, and I teach you how to navigate life with spiritual wisdom. The first spirit that hides behind friendship is the spirit of jealousy. They clap for you until you pass them. They celebrate your yesterday while competing with your tomorrow. And one of the ways you can tell this is when your wins make them anxious rather than making them proud. The second spirit is the spirit of manipulation. They call it concern, but really they want control. They give advice that keeps you small because your growth threatens their comfort. And if their presence lowers your confidence, that's not a friend. That's a handler. The third spirit that hides behind friendship is the spirit of sabotage. They pray with you, but not for you. They know your weaknesses so that they can weaponize those weaknesses when you start growing. Every time they show up, something in your life goes backwards. Pay very, very close attention. If God is elevating you, He must sometimes separate you because your calling will require the right circle. If the enemy can't destroy you from the outside, he'll send someone who looks like help.
Let me know if you have any friends that have cheered you on, were ecstatic about wonderful things happening for you, but in the background, the energy didn't match. I don't know. Let me know if you have someone in your life or experience someone in your life as the speaker discussed. All right.
The spirit of jealousy is why I don't have a lot of friends. It's why I'm single. It's why I've dissolved business partnerships. It's why my boundaries are sharp and unapologetic. The spirit of jealousy, envy, one of the 7 deadly sins, it's parasitic by nature. It doesn't celebrate you, it studies you. It watches what works for you and they try to wear it. You can feel it in the silence after you win, in the imitation passed off as originality, in the subtle jabs in their interactions with you, in their monitoring spirit where they watch all of your content, but they never engage with it.
So So this is a video for everyone that wants to know, am I making the right decision? Because you either left someone or they left you, but you got out of a toxic relationship with a narcissist, an avoidant, a non-diagnosed asshole, and you have this urge to want to go back or unblock them. However you want to call it, basically that trauma bond is yelling and you want to know what you should do about it. Buckle up, Buttercup, I got you. So if you have that feeling of wanting to reach out to them, want to go back, want to unblock them to see what they're up to, I need you to rename that urge. Not from I miss them or I'm longing for them. I need you to rename it to what it is, which is just your trauma bond screaming for you to go back to a familiar hell. That isn't love. It's trauma calling you back to what's familiar. I need you to understand your nervous system confuses and connects your trauma for connection. So the chaos that you're used to, it believes that that is loving connection, and silence that you're dealing with right now, it is perceiving that bridging that silence will lead to some version of healing, that silence is safety. But hear me loudly. If it was love, it would not require firm boundaries and you to be watching mental health videos. I hope this helps.
I know exactly what she's talking about. I myself escaped a very toxic and abusive relationship. I cried so hard for that person that at times I thought I was going to die from crying. When we reach out to them, after we went no contact, we're looking for them, for the reality, the illusion of the relationship to heal the pain that you're going through. You stay strong. Cry if you need to cry. Scream if you need to scream. Going back to something you know is not healthy is self-sabotage. And the road to self-love, self-care is a long and hard journey. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I know it personally. All right, let's carry on.
Here's a psychology trick that instantly makes you the most attractive person in any room. You want to know what actually makes people stop and stare when you walk into a room? It's not your face, not your outfit, not even your confidence. It's your posture, and the psychology behind it is wild. The moment you pull your shoulders back, lift your head, and walk with space in your body, people's brains register something very specific: power, presence, and attraction. Because we're wired to associate upright posture with leadership, health, and high self-worth. It triggers something primal in us. It says, I'm confident and I don't need your approval, I belong here. Meanwhile, everyone else is slouched over, shrinking themselves without even realizing it. So you don't need to say a word, your posture will say it all for you. It radiates confidence and magnetism. So if you want to be the most attractive person in the room, fix your posture and watch people react differently to you.
Start every single day with gratitude. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are in life. It doesn't matter how angry you are, bitter you are, probably more important if you're angry or bitter. Start every single day with gratitude, because the truth is somebody didn't wake up today that wishes that they had. Somebody didn't wake up today that had plans for today. So if you have the blessing of waking up tomorrow morning, give thanks. Start your day with gratitude. It's really difficult to find yourself in a negative place, a bad place, a down place, an angry place, when you come down to the simplest reality of gratitude every single morning.
I wonder, does any one of you keep a gratitude journal? If so, let me know in the comments below.
Psychology tricks from a therapist. Number 1, if someone insults you, look at them and say, "Are you okay?" It puts them on the defensive and gives you the upper hand. Number 2, rewards kill enjoyment. Don't do it for the reward, do it for the love of the process. Number 3, questions equal likability. If you show genuine curiosity for a person, they will like you more. Number 4, learn to regulate your emotions when you're in a difficult situation. So when you feel those emotions rise, take a deep breath and regulate them before reacting. And number 5, and this one's my favorite, assume comfort in any situation. If your mind assumes it, your body will be more likely to follow.
Let me tell you something, and this is a good one. Discipline is the strongest form of self-love. It's ignoring the current pleasure and understanding that there's a greater reward later. It's loving yourself enough to put in the work now and realize that you'll have everything you've ever wanted later. So start loving yourself.
There's a tactic that all intelligence operatives learn, and it's called elicitation. You use statements instead of questions to get the most powerful information from other people. When a person's being asked a question, it raises a little door in the brain that says, I need to be careful about the answer. If you're responding to a statement, your brain does not have that little security guard that comes out. And so as a light example, let's just imagine you and me took an Uber to get here. And let's imagine you and me we're going to take an Uber back. We get into that Uber and I say, I just read online that Uber drivers were rated the #1 job satisfaction of all the jobs in the country. And I just said a statement, and he's going to turn around and go, what? Where did you see this? So that starts a conversation. And then he says, no, it's really bad. I do this, and they take the money and this. And then I do disbelief. This is another technique. Disbelief says, no way. There's no way that company would treat you like that. He goes, oh yeah, you will never guess what happened just a couple of weeks ago. And then he just kind of goes into this deep story that he would never tell another client. Who does he tell these stories to? Friends. I've made his brain start behaving in friend mode, and I haven't even asked any questions yet. And then let's say he goes into a story, and then I say, my neighbor's daughter started driving for Uber, and she said she saw the wildest things happen in her backseat. And then you're going to hear a story again. And I have not asked any questions. And the way they did that social barrier, because there was no question being asked. A different way to do this is called quotes, facts, and figures. And you deliberately say, I saw a YouTube video, read an article, did something that said X, Y, and Z, and it triggers a need in the human brain that's almost irresistible, and it's called the need to correct the record. And the next way we do this is just making what's called a provocative statement. So let's say I ask you what you do for a living, and you say, well, I make YouTube videos. Now I'm starting this new podcast thing, and it's been interesting. It's been a good career change. And I say, wow, YouTube, that has got to be challenging. And then it starts coming out. It's like people can't resist. And then let's say you said, well, yeah, it's challenging. We did this, and monetizing in YouTube language and whatever else. And I said, I cannot imagine what that is. That's got to be really stressful. It's got probably keeps you up at night. And then when I'm editing videos, and then let's say you just talked about editing a video, and I said, editing videos. And then you would keep talking.
So if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say my heart truly thanks you. So, all right, we're almost through. So let's go ahead and get on with the rest of the videos.
Never use weak phrases again. Here's what to say instead. If you want to sound confident, calm, and in control every time you speak, don't say, can I ask you something? Say, let me ask you this. You've just shifted from permission to presence. Don't say, I think. Say, from what I've seen, now your words sound grounded, not doubtful. Don't say, I'll try. Say, I'll handle it. Certainty hypnotizes people more than promises. Don't say, that's okay. Say, we're good. It's warmth with boundaries, power with grace. Don't say, no problem. Say, of course. It removes the tension and adds elegance. And don't say, I'm not sure. Say, let me find out for you. Leaders don't guess. They find clarity. Every word you use teaches people how to treat you. Upgrade your vocabulary. Upgrade your influence. Follow for more subconscious dominance techniques before everyone starts using them.
I just want to say thank you to every single one of you that hung out with me today. And if you made it this far, you are officially part of the family. Anyways, you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.